mybag.tv. I hope you're having a good one. So, no, I did not make it to the store today. No, I'm not a grandfather. I'm not a grandfather. I'm just a daddy. My son is all right. Thank you for asking. I greatly appreciate that. Um, Sometimes, your kid, even your older kids, sometimes they just need their dad. You know, so my kids call. There are certain phone calls that I will always answer. Immediate family. Oh, I'll drop whatever it is I'm doing. Like those new commercials that are out, like, how my wife thinks I should be responding to her phone call. Yeah. I've always been like that with my mom, always been like that with my immediate family. Somebody calls, answer. So everything's good. Everything's good. Tonight's question: what is a sandwich attack? And some of you might be thinking, well, Joaquin's the closest. Joaquin's the closest. I mean, that's basically what it is. But it's not a scam. It's an actual. It's actually a legal act. You know what I mean? What it is like, so you have a block right here of trades, right, that are hitting a blockchain, and you can actually look at that on a DEX. So you place an order before, you place an order after, sandwich attack, right? So you can take advantage of what's going on in this block. So in this block, it might be, I'm going to sell a whole bunch of coin or whatever, or I'm going to buy a whole bunch of coin, whatever it is. And so you tag on one to the front end, one on the back end, right? And I'm kind of like, you can do that. It's underhanded, but yeah, then you shouldn't have let me do it. So it's called a maximum extractable value attack. So it makes it difficult. So Jupiter has introduced a tool. Basically, I think they call it Protect Shield. It's called Jupiter's Maximal Extractable Value Protect shields against sandwich attacks. Because they're a DEX. I think they're the largest on Solana. I have to check that, but I don't use them, so I kind of care, but I'm not huge on dexes. I'm just not. I don't know why. Or dexes, I don't know. Like, I have no reason to go to a coin specific dex when I can go hit something like Uniswap, where I can do a whole bunch of stuff. If I have to hit a dex like Jupiter, I wouldn't mind. Jupiter's been around for a minute, whatever. But dexes kind of scare me in case you haven't noticed, and it's because they get hit a lot. They get pummeled a lot, and they have to fight a lot. I mean, all exchanges have to fight a lot. But hello, Joaquin. Hello, Captain Banana. Hello, Hutanic. I'm sure there are other people out there. This is why UTXO is. That's an opinion. UTXO. Since I'm unfamiliar, unspent transaction output, which is a key component of digital currency models. Okay, U2XO is the amount of cryptocurrency that is left over after transaction and is available for the recipient to spend. So I don't understand what you mean by UTXO is best. I'm missing something. Explain, Lucy. Explain. While you explain, we'll talk about Telegram. Only because it has affected Toncoin. So they've changed privacy rules or privacy speech. And so private conversations are going to remain end-to-end encrypted, but other spaces are not. Just like I had said before, I was pretty sure that was what was going to happen. And pretty sure it was a compromise. Well, if I do, because it happened quick, right? So that must have been the compromise. If you do this, then this'll wind up going away. I mean, again, I go after France for even pushing for that, or any country pushing for that, because I didn't see you go after Apple. I didn't see you go after Google, any one of the browsers, anything like that. You have no clue. About the question, there is a fly in my office and it's driving me crazy. And he must know I'm doing a show right now because he flies near me and I can't do anything about it. So yeah, it's pissing me off. Yeah, the poll. So basically it really is, here's a block on the blockchain. Whole bunch of transactions are within that block. It's ready to get processed. Somebody slides a transaction before that block after analyzing it, and a transaction after it, right? To maximize on that value that's created, that's manipulated because of it, right? That's why. So yeah, it's a little bit complex, but it's just math. It's literally just math, right? This block might show you that within those transactions, somebody's selling more of this than that, blah blah blah, and it's specific on that chain, right? So they're selling more of this, and so you can slide in transactions before and after, and take advantage of that manipulation, right? So you're gonna sell high because they're buying, and then the price goes lower. You take what you get, and you buy. So you've now taken advantage of that transaction. Joaquin's damn right. He's damn right. That's basically how it is. I got you, Hutanic. Yeah. Yeah. So what you're saying is how Cardano does their transactions, it thwarts an MEV attack. Great, but that does not answer the question or tell people what it is on other chains where it's actually happening. You know what I mean? It's just kind of, go Cardano! But yeah, but you're absolutely right, though. You're absolutely right. There are things that you can do to make your blockchain better, right? Cardano did it. You know, yeah, but who else besides Bitcoin? Because the reason why I asked is because I think that process makes it more difficult to do certain things on that chain. Oh yeah, Litecoin is absolutely, because based off of that, Bitcoin Cash, I think. But yeah, it makes it more difficult to do stuff. Boy, what do you want? I'm not playing. Do you see I'm working here? Stitch. He thinks he rules this joint. What do you want? Oh, he saw the fly. Why don't you do your job and get that fly? Do that. When he was a puppy, he would chase down a fly and get it. He would absolutely get it. Oh, Stitch always wants to fly. You see this guy? Do you see this guy? Look at you. Look at you. See, this is what I have to put up with. He knows what I'm doing. He knows, I have a show. I'm working right now. I'm working. Look at all those people right there. Look at all those people. You see? All those people, they're waiting for me to talk. But I'm over here petting you. See? So Jupiter's got that going on. Telegram's putting in new verbiage. I'm annoyed that what goes on over on Telegram is affecting Toncoin. I think there needs to be more growth in Toncoin beyond Telegram for it to kind of shake that off. And it'll be a minute. Nah, no cats in this house. Well, my oldest boy with his girlfriend, they have a cat at her house. It is a cute little cat. And every now and then they'll bring the cat over here and it'll hang out and stuff and hide in little places that you'd never expect. You better get that fly, boy. Don't be sitting on your butt. He's over there laying down now. Um, a Ton Foundation injects $24 million to fuel DeFi on Telegram on a Telegram linked network. And I'm like, nice outreach. Again, looking for them to expand their reach. And it's doing things like that that expands their reach. It's not easy. But, I'm going to go over some other news, but there's one topic tonight that I'm absolutely going to talk about. Give me a moment. OpenSea is definitely gearing up for a court battle. After that Wells notice, they're absolutely gearing up for a court battle. I don't know if they can win. They should win, but I don't know if they can win. Dude, don't make me go off on that tangent again. I don't understand how they were able to arrest him for doing nothing. What did he do directly? Because like I said, I mean, somebody created the phone. There's controversy actually over who actually created the phone, so I'm not going to say any names. But somebody created a phone. Are you going to dig them out of their grave and arrest them? Like, do you arrest postal workers for delivering illegal packages? No, last time I checked, you track the package and then you arrest both ends of the package, right? I mean, there's a reason why the UN was kind of perplexed. It's kind of like, you have no real charges and you're arresting this person for nothing, and free speech is a thing. And it's causing an uproar. But France was able to do something, but in the end, I think France got what they wanted, or they're getting what they wanted. I think it's going to wind up hurting them in the end. France is already screwed. France is already screwed. I mean, they had a big time drug dealer escape from prison. He was being transported and they broke him out, killing 2 cops. France is screwed. I mean, it was a brazen middle of the day attack. I saw the video and I was like, whoa, that's kind of big. That's kind of real big in France. So when I look at France, I'm kind of like, y'all need to get your stuff together. It's like, y'all need to figure that out. But arresting an executive for creating something? And the something that he created is not illegal, by the way. So yeah, where's your case? Where's your case? And by the way, Stitch is on the prowl, so I'm trying not to say his name. I don't want to distract him. He's trying to handle his business. Just saying. What else is there? Bybit and Binance. This is a small step, but it's yet another step in a string of steps. What is it? Kazakhstan? Yeah, Kazakhstan. I'm not quite sure how to pronounce it. The spelling throws me off. So Kazakhstan. That's how you pronounce it. Kazakhstan. So Kazakhstan has issued them licenses to do business in the country. And you would think that, that's not a big deal. Except for one thing. They're showing that they're constantly expanding. Those are 2 really big, really big exchanges. Entering into yet another country. Just saying, there's a lot there to be peeled back. That's a major strategic move. And there have been others that have been there, but if you start stringing along everything that happens around the world, you start to realize this is how much money they're making. This is how they're making their money off of all those transactions. Win or lose on your transaction, they still collect their fee. So it's something I definitely pay attention to. And it is growth. That's right. But it's reach on the name. You know what I mean? Growth, yes. Growing their pockets, growing their own bags, yes. But the reach. You know what I mean? Like, dang. That's what I'm paying. I'm paying attention to these strategic moves because it tells me how strong these companies are. It tells me how strong these companies are. Coinbase went public, and I'm sitting back and I'm like, Binance ain't go public. They're making money hand over fist. Why did they don't need to go public? Don't know what I mean? Like, I don't need to go public. We're making money hand over fist. I'm not even worried about that. I'm not going to worry about it. So I'm like, yeah, feel you on that. Arbitrum showcases Web3 gaming at WebEx Asia. Not surprising. They have a ton of games on Avalanche. A ton. So I'm not surprised by that. But Avalanche is keeping themselves busy. Very busy. And when they showcase that, when they showcase those games, what they're saying is, this is what's coming. So when I hear people talking about, oh, gaming is blah, 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 gaming's dead, I'm like, have you lost your mind? Have you lost your mind? I mean, I've heard influencers, talk about, oh, gaming's dead. Who the hell told you that? Gaming practically made Toncoin. Like, what? How do you do your research? Shameless plug. If you have not, Ty, what's up? Yeah, gaming will never die. There are too many freaking game heads out there. You know what I mean? There are too many game heads out there. I don't see how you could say that. If you signed up, if you registered for the September 1st class and couldn't make it, Ty, Captain Banana, excuse me, sorry about that. You should have received an email for the September 15th class. If you don't make that class, we're going to have problems. I'm just putting that out there for you. We're going to have problems. So, I'm looking at all these things, and I don't react to numbers unless the numbers mean something. Unless the numbers really tell me something, I'm not worried about the numbers. I'm not, especially right now, I'm not worried about the numbers. I'm not. Remember when I said if the numbers take a deep dive, I'm going to rethink everything and I might actually pull out? Because timing is everything. Anyway, so I'm not worried about the numbers right now. The only thing I'm doing right now is buy, buy, buy. That's it. And people are going, why? The numbers are lousy. Exactly. My best friend, he's like a brother to me. Elliot's like, yo, I bought some oil because oil was down. Then it tanked again. And he was like, there's blood in the streets, even mine. What'd you do? Bought more oil? That's right. Yeah, I'm not worried about UTXO anymore. It is what it is. People, whatever coin you're on, you've done the research for your coin. It's not the coin that I have an issue with. That I have an issue with. It's the DEX that I have the issue with. The coin isn't getting hurt. You're going to do your transactions as whatever. They're hitting the DEXs with that MEV attack. That's how they're getting it. That's what's driving people nuts. So that's why I'm kind of like, I care, because it's yet another way to attack you. It's yet another attack vector. You're supposed to be minimizing those, but that tells me a lot about the DEX that doesn't have a response. Oh my God, Captain Banana. Oh, you're going to be really, 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 really mad right now. So right after I did the class, I shot almost all the videos over again, each segment over again. I think I only have technical analysis left. And then the self-paced class would basically be done, and I'll be able to put it up. Yeah. Doing it. I'm doing it. So yeah, I was gonna. So one of the things that I was trying to do is I was trying to time it so I could have both at the same time, and I was like, yeah, that's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen. But the self paced is gonna happen. Self paced is definitely because I'm sitting on all the videos. I have. I think I just like I said. I think I only have one more video, but I've been crazy busy, and I'm not gonna have all of the videos shot in the daytime, and then shoot a video like now when it's nighttime and you don't have the same view. You know what I mean? I want to shoot them all when it's nice and bright out. You get the same exact view. Everything is the same. That's when I want to do it. No, 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 no. It is a hurry. It is a hurry. We have. If you knew what was on our roadmap, you'd be like, "Oh my God, how are you guys going to get all this done?" It's a lot. I had a meeting today with I forgot his screen name. I don't want to use his real name. Well, part of his screen name is Cabal. So I had a meeting with Cabal today to see what their project was all about. So have to do a little bit more reading on their deck to see what that's all about, but seems interesting. We'll see how that flows. What other news is there? Fidelity sells about 5,600 Bitcoin. Yeah, that was a big move. Van Neck is getting out of the futures game with Ethereum ETFs and just focusing on the spot. And the SEC revoked a securities license for a crypto lender. Oops. So there's a lot going on. I think that's my issue. I think one of the reasons why I don't have a show that's like everybody else's, because everybody else is pitching XRP or Bitcoin or Ethereum. They're pitching a specific coin and they're always talking about that coin. And they might give you a little bit of additional news, but it's like it's always that coin and then maybe a little bit of news. I'm talking about the news. I'm talking about the news. And the reason why is because you start to stitch things together. You start to realize, oh, I'm pulling on this little thread, I'm pulling on this little thread until you realize it's the same thread showing up in different places. You start to put things together. Oh, I told you that yesterday. It was like 3 billion, dude. I mentioned that you weren't paying attention. You weren't paying attention. Where's patient one? I'm telling you, I'm not going to be satisfied until she hops on one day. When she hops on, I'll stop busting your chops. Until then, where's patient one? Put you in a corner until patient one hops on. Oh, you didn't see yesterday? Okay. I'll let it slide. I'll let it slide. Article's also up on the website about that, but it's okay. I won't let it get to me. Here's the news that I really wanted to dig into because I think it's freaking hilarious. Okay? I think it's freaking hilarious. So, where do you start? Article released today. Current CEO of Binance says CZ is permanently banned from having anything to do with the management of Binance. That looks... I know you had to make a statement, but did you dry heave when you said that? Because I know it wasn't full-throated. Because CZ owns 90%, give or take, but about 90% of Binance. Hell you mean he's not allowed to do anything? He's permanently banned. That's impossible, son. That's impossible. So no, he can't manage day-to-day operations, but brother man owns 90%. You're going to do what he says. If he gets on a show and he says, I think Binance should do da-da-da-da-da. Not that I'm involved or anything. Not that I have anything to do with anything, but I think they should do da-da-da. Guess what the hell is going to happen? 90%? It's not a publicly traded company. He owns 90%. He's going to look at you and be like, get the hell out of my office. Permanently. So I'm just trying to understand. That and France just freak me out because I'm just like, where do you people come up with this stuff? Just where do you get it? Hold on. I did not see it. I think Binance hired. Oh my God. You almost got me with that one. I almost threw up. And the second one was worse. The second one was worse. Don't, Captain Banana, I hope that wasn't for Hutanic. Do not encourage his behavior, please. Do not encourage his behavior. Ty, you're being quiet, man. Joaquin, where are you? No. Wait. I shouldn't talk about Joaquin because he'll tag team with freaking Hutanic, and then it'll be like all out over here. But yeah, I mean, just how do you tell a person that owns 90% of the company you can't do anything? That's pretty funny. I'm just saying to me that's pretty hilarious. And yeah, I don't understand how you arrest somebody for not doing something that they didn't do. So yeah, he made some changes, changed some words around. Community's flipping out, but they'll read it and they'll be like, "Oh yeah, so private messaging. Oh yeah, it's not a big deal. Okay, fine. Still end to end. Okay, fine. All right. What do you do with that? Nothing. I got somewhat of a scare today, because a YouTuber's title XRP is effed. Worst Ripple news of 2024, because a co-founder is not backing some. Yeah, tells you who they are. That's why I don't talk politics. I try to stay away from politics unless it's actually going to affect my bag. Is what it is. But think about that. That person deals in FUD. A person deals in FUD. Like, I would never watch that YouTuber again with a title like that. Ever. Ever. Because no matter who wins the presidency, that's not indirectly or directly going to affect anything. Because Congress is already working on things. They smell it. They're like, oh, we can't run away from this anymore. Which here's what'll really get people's goat. What was Sam Bankman-Fried doing on Capitol Hill? Yeah, nobody's talking about that right now, right? They were like, oh, I gave back his money. Well, a lot of them gave back his money. A lot of them didn't. So I'm sitting here and I'm just going, yeah, now what? Now everybody's like, oh, crypto. Yeah, we got to do crypto. But there was all that hoopla. Oh, you took his money. Let us not forget that a lot of that money really was his. Yeah, he did what he did. But don't forget, he made a lot of money. Just saying. Let's just, call it the way it is. Dude, a haircut. Oh, my God. He did more than that. Ugh. He needs like a whole makeover. Oh, see, there's Stitch. He thinks he's the man now. No, he does not like it when anybody walks by the house. If you walk by my house, he's going to let you know he doesn't like it. Don't do it again. Walk on the other side of the street. And even when you walk on the other side of the street, he doesn't like it. But yeah, I mean, when a coin turns political, I think that's right. But it's not the coin. It's the influencer. Coins are not political. Coins are not political. Although it's kind of funny that Polymarket is now being, is now integrated with Bloomberg Terminal. Because people pay attention to it. Just saying. So, not mad about it. But yeah, if I see an influencer and they are moved by something like that, and they have a title like that, do not listen to that influencer. Or I would strongly advise you to not listen to that influencer. Like, don't ever. Because the question becomes, how can you ever trust what they have to say? How? That fly flew by me twice. I can't wait for it to drop dead. I hope I'm the one to kill it. Um, yeah, how do you trust an influencer like that? See, there's a difference between me and an influencer. I'm not an influencer. I don't look at myself as an influencer. I look at myself as I'm doing research. I'm going to share with you my research. I'm going to tell you what my opinion is, and I'm going to leave it at that. I'm not trying to affect the move, right? That's not what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to give you, every time I give you a piece of news, I'm trying to give you ideas about how other options that you could be thinking about. It's insane. Keep the flying raisin. That sounds like a meme coin, doesn't it? Sounds like a good game. Oh my God, that'd be an awesome game. The flying raisin, and all you do is you run around trying to swat the raisin. That'd be awesome. Somebody should make that game. I saw The Fly, not the movie. Don't be a smart aleck. Don't be a smart aleck. I know you're talking about the movie. The flying raisin meme. It sounds like a meme. Oh my God, even better. It could be a meme and an NFT. You see a badass raisin with a cigar on the side of its mouth. Yeah, I could see that. I could actually see that. Or maybe, you have a caricature of Jeff Goldblum on a fly with a cigar hanging out. Maybe a weed, something like that. That could do it. And a grandfather. I noticed the space. I'm a great father. That's why I said I'm not a grandfather. Right? Thank you though. I appreciate it. Thank you. Spit on the coin. But yeah, I just look at things and I'm just kind of like, I look at these influencers because I like looking at some of the influencers to see, well, what are you talking about? How do you talk about it? Is there something I should do that you're doing and I should make an adjustment? No. I mean, except for, they have sponsored content. And I'm not against that. I'm not against somebody wanting you to, talk about their decks or talk about their centralized exchange. Because I'm going to be honest. I'm just going to be like, well, I tried it. It was nice. Links in the bio. I'd be like that. I missed the fly. It landed directly on the monitor. He's getting tired because he's been flying around, so it's getting tired. And I missed. It's so annoying. Kill the fly. Kill the fly. He did that to eat food in the movie, but in the real saw it fly across the screen. Yeah. Oh my God, it's bothering me. No, there's no dog poo in my office. You're not even funny, man. You gotta get better jokes. Where's patient one? She needs to smack you upside the head for me. So yeah, I like to look at other influencers, the various ones that are out there. Just be like, what are you talking about today? What are you talking about? So many times I've seen influencers talking about a topic I covered the day before or before that, and I'm like, oh, you're finally getting to that. Oh, that's nice. I'm not always first, but I'm looking at some of these influencers. I'm like, yeah, I know you don't do your own research. You come up with your own shtick and you run with your shtick. Not mad about it. Works for you. Cool beans. There are other influencers that I really like their content. I just don't like them. Yeah, it's like a voice thing. I don't like their voice or I don't like their language. It grates on the skin how they talk. Like one guy I really do like his content, really do like what he's all about, but he's so ghetto. I just can't. I just can't. I just cannot. And we've chewed similar dirt. I don't talk like that. My mother would skin me alive. She absolutely would. No doubt. No doubt. So yeah, nah. But I like to find out, like, what are they talking about? And sometimes it's just fluff. A lot of times it's just sensationalism. They're really not covering the various topics that can actually affect your bag. Like I said, people are freaking out right now because, oh, Telegram, Telegram's bad, or Telegram went down, so Toncoin's going down, and Toncoin's bad. Yeah, I'm buying Ton. I'm buying Ton. I'm buying freaking Bitcoin. Like, what? Of course I am. Lost your mind? Heck yeah. Because then when it goes up and it hits its all-time high, you're almost doubling where you're at. Come on now. I mean, you know what? Because I'm curious. Damn it. I don't have Excel open right now. So I don't have that. I had restarted my computer, and I didn't reopen the thing, and I don't feel like opening it up right now. I don't want to mess it up. Space. Captain Banana said something. Sometimes it's a point of view that I have not con. Yeah. When you do research, do you change your location on VPN to see if different locations get different news? I look across different devices that have different VPNs. And the reason why is because a VPN isn't just isn't the only answer, right? Because if I set a cookie, it doesn't matter if you're on a VPN. I've set the cookie. It doesn't matter if you flipped your IP. I've set a cookie. So there are a lot of things that you have to do. So for me, it's just easier to flip between my phone and the desktop, and I have an app in between. I have one note in between that I can just dump things into. Pretty soon, I won't even have to do. Shh. Told you we have a lot of stuff going on. Like, I won't have to go do research soon. It'll all just come to me. Yeah, no, you're still thinking that a VPN solves all the problems, and that's not it. It's not it. You got to use different browsers, different IP addresses, and different settings to see if they deliver anything different. And for the most part, yeah, no, none of them are sophisticated like that. They're really not sophisticated like that. Like, you might get articles in a different language, maybe, but not really. A lot of them aren't made like that. AI is making it easier for you to flip languages. Oh, snap! Holmes House, what's up? No, I did not notice Sui's price action today. Not at all. Not at all. Let's go see. Hold on. Boop boopy doop. Oh, nice. Yeah. Wow. Wow. That's nuts. So who caught it down here? So who caught it right there? Actually, who caught it right here? Rode it up to there. Who caught it down here and is now riding it up? Did you? Holy moly, that's nice. Oh yeah, you can do that with Netflix, but we're not talking about Netflix. Netflix is sophisticated like that, where they actually have content broken up into regions. But you're talking about small little, online magazines that they don't have that. Most of them do not have that. You can; it's not that difficult, but most of them don't have that. Take too much. So let me ask you a question, Holmes House. How come you didn't drop me a note, bro? You didn't drop us a note and let us know, yo, pay attention to Sui today. What you doing? It's cold, man. It's cold. Were you able to capitalize? I hope you were. Those are beautiful moves. But what happened with Sui? I didn't like. I wasn't looking at the news. What happened with Sui? Sui news. Oh, Sui blockchain. But that's from 2 days ago. That news is from 2 days ago. Sui blockchain taps into radio waves to bank the unbanked offline. That's, like I said, that's 2 days ago. That doesn't explain today. You didn't buy any. Just wondering why it didn't dump. Why should it? I mean, it did, right? When you look at the chart, it did. It went up and came back down, and now it's on its way up again. So dump? I don't think it's going to dump. I mean, there's no reason for it to actually dump. I mean, by market cap, it's number 31. Yeah, it's tough to be in the top 50. Its low today was 79 cents. Its high today is, 88 cents. I mean, actually it's, yeah, right here. That's the low. That's the low though. I don't know. Because it seemed like a blip. It fell off a cliff real fast and then came back just as fast. Came back just as fast. I think the same thing happened at HNT earlier too, or something similar, because the HNT has stuff going on. But it's stuff like this. This is why I tell people you have to do your own research. So I can't believe that 2 days ago they dropped some news and it's not hitting until today. I think just something happened. So I'd be interested in finding out, well, what happened? That it had like a flash pop and a flash drop, and now it's going back up again. Those are big moves. Those are big moves. I mean, that's what, the 10-cent move? It's over 10% from a move for that one. That's very interesting. But can you find, like I said, I don't have Excel up, because normally you would have the GMBX factor right there that would show you, oh, this is what's going on. And it has to be on your list. First time I have felt like the Fed will drop rates, and I have seen big cuts, which may be the reason my markets are low. Anticipating maybe. Huh? That's one long freaking sentence. And I'm tired, so I'm not really reading it right. Okay, yeah, okay. People are pushing for a 50 bip move downward, and is there enough of an argument for one? Maybe. But I think 25 is more than enough. I think 50 is way overboard. Way overboard. If you do 25, I can do chunks of 25. Because people are thinking, oh, well, it's going to be a one full point, move. And I'm like, possible. It's definitely possible, but you don't need 50 basis points to kind of soften that landing. I don't think you need 50. I think you need 25. And then you can follow up with another 25. Excuse me. That's what I would see. Because people are crying. I mean, I've been saying this for a while. I want you to listen to who's crying that the economy is doing so poorly that we need a 50 basis point move. Please show me where the economy is doing so poorly. Please. It's not there. The evidence is not there. The U.S. economy is not doing poorly. We have incredibly high deficit. That's different. But the actual economy is not bad. And as usual, we're still better than the rest of the world in terms of economies. So a 50 basis point move, no, you're mad because you're not making as much money as you think you should be. Entitlement. I don't think there should be a 50 basis point move. But the argument, they're trying to force the argument. And I'm just like, you people are going to ruin it. You're going to ruin it. I mean, hell, if you think about it, they've already ruined it. I heard somebody, who's mega wealthy, and they were crying about taxes on unrealized gains. And they're trying to slap the term unrealized gains on everything and saying it's bad, 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 bad. But they don't have not a single one of them has a valid response for when you take out a loan on unrealized gains from your assets to live off of. And it's like, aren't those realized gains? Yeah. That's what people, that when most people are talking about unrealized gains, they're talking about that. Think about how much money Jeff Bezos has or how much assets that man has. All of the wealthy. And then you sit there and you look at those assets and they go, oh, well, I don't pay any taxes because I don't actually earn money. I take loans out on my stuff. How is that not considered realized gains? And every time I listen to these talking heads on television, they ask the question and the guest never has a good answer. They never have a good answer. Oh, you're going to stop them from giving loans to small businesses and blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, what are you talking about, bro? What are you talking about? You don't give loans to small businesses now. The whole idea of trickle-down economics, like what? When's the last time you saw Jeff Bezos in the hood buying something from the store? Because that would be trickling down. That would be introducing new money into that area. He doesn't do that. He's not trying to do that. He's not trying to buy shoes at that neighborhood shoe store. That's what they're talking about. And I'm just like, yeah, you don't know. You do not know. Still, it's a major shift. Before you could only tax income. But if you're using it like income, I know somebody who makes $60,000 a month off of dividends. 60 grand a month off of dividends. That means they have those kinds of assets. That means they can go to that special bank and get a loan against those assets and live the high life. I don't earn a salary, right? That would be their thing. I don't earn a salary. I live off of loans that I got on my assets, but they're not even my assets. They belong to the trust. And it's all legal. But what I'm saying is if you have the assets and you take a loan against those assets, some entity should be paying taxes on those assets. But they're crying that, God forbid you ask me to pay taxes. God forbid you ask me to pay the fair share. God forbid you ask me to pay the fair share. So if my income is not my income, a trust pays all my bills, I don't have an income. You see all the ways they can hide their money? The more money you make, the more loopholes that are availed to you. Dividends are income. But I'm saying, they make 60 grand in dividends. That's income. But the assets that they have to get, you know what kind of assets you have to make 60 grand a month? Anywho, the assets that they have, they can go get a loan on. Right? Just saying. Pay your fair share. Because you're realizing gains by getting that loan. Once you go get that loan, you're realizing value, because a set value is set, right? It's put in there. It says this is the current value of said asset. We will give you a loan against the value of that asset, whether it be 50% value, 100% value, whatever it is. We're basing it on the current value. Here's the money. Yep, you earn dividends in your tax-free savings. The more you know. So it's not the dividends. I wasn't making the point about the amount of money that he's earning off the dividends, except that with that amount of money that you're earning off the dividends, imagine the size of the portfolio that affords those dividends. That's beyond wealth. That's mega wealthy. To be able to have a portfolio that gives you that kind of dividend. 60 grand a month. 720 a year. Okay, I'll pay 720 a year. I'll pay my taxes on 720 a year. Is that fair? And then I'll go get a loan on my real portfolio to live a higher value life. Because 720 a year is not enough. So you start to think about how everything happens. But like I said, it's all legal. So the whole point is that we would have to change some laws to make that work. Take a pragmatic approach to figure it all out and then go do it. But no, what are we doing? We're too busy, not doing the right thing by the little guy. We're doing everything for the wealthy. The wealthier you get, the more money you earn, the more that's available to you to save your money, to cushion your money, protect your money. If you're in that space. I mean, even when you look at some of these YouTubers, you can make a lot of money doing YouTube stuff. People don't believe you, but then you look at the numbers and you're like, holy crap. Holy crap. You can make big money off of YouTube. Big, 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 like Lambo money. Lambo money. I don't want Lambo money. I'm not dumb enough to go buy a Lamborghini. Really. Just not. I agree. It's the chatter is different. Yeah. And I'm just trying to catch up on all the stuff that was said. Making sure I don't miss anything. I'm old. I have to double check. Yeah. Pretty solid stuff. Anyway, everybody, it's Friday night. I'm going to go pour a drink, relax a bit. With a direct investment in crypto, it cannot be done tax-free. However, it can be. There are people out there that know how to acquire crypto on the low. It can be done. It can be done very easily. You already paid taxes once on your money. What you do after that, well. But everything can be tracked. But the same way everything can be tracked, everything can be difficult to track. Difficult to prove. Just saying. I tell my kids all the time, listen, pay taxes, but let's pay taxes based on what you can and cannot do. Right? Like, I want all of them to own property and make money. And the reason why is because, well, you get the Augusta rule. If your company's in the black, you get use of the Augusta rule. Because you can rent your house to your company for up to 2 weeks. And it comes out to be a nice chunk of money that you don't have to pay taxes on. Doesn't sound like a lot, but depending on where your house is, that could be a lot of money. That could be a lot of money. So there's stuff that you can do. Siri doesn't hate you. She's just, they're healed. Now I know. Now I see why you're saying Siri hates you. Oh, Captain Banana. Have you read the book? Have you read at least 2 or 3 more pages? Been meaning to ask you that. Oh, so yeah, the answer to today's poll is other. And I described it at the top of the show. So go back to the top of the show and you'll be able to get it. But I didn't give the right answer on there at all on purpose. Um, there's monthly yield keeps going. Yeah. Should check out O too. Flat tax is difficult. You're never going to be able to get a flat tax. You let me not say never. You can get a flat tax. It would have to be rolled out over time to fix this and fix that and flip this and flip that and da 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 da. That's how it would have to happen because you have too many vehicles that enable people to escape, right? Like I said, if you have a trust, I don't make money. There was a soccer player, got married, and then his wife wanted a divorce. She was thinking, oh, I'm going to get a lot of money in a divorce. He doesn't actually get paid. His mama does. The team pays his mother. He doesn't. She gives him an allowance. Or actually, she doesn't even give him an allowance. She pays his bills from it. So imagine. Oh yeah, I don't trust this chick. Mom gets my money. Imagine. That's nuts. That's nuts. Yep. I mean, there's so many ways. So many ways. I sell this property, I turn a profit. If I re-enter the market, I take the money from this and I buy something else, same size or bigger, I don't have to pay taxes on that. Boom. I think they give you a year to cut the deal. And it's like, oh yeah, you can do that. And I'm just sitting back and I'm just going, wow. Like I said, the more money you make, the more things that are availed to you, more loopholes that are availed to you. I mean, just the idea of a trust, like that's the biggest thing that's out there right now. Everybody's talking about, oh, I'll teach you how to do the right trust and blah 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 blah. Go get yourself a will and trust attorney. They'll teach you how to do the trust. They'll tell you where to do the trust. Delaware, Wyoming. I like Wyoming. When you do your research, you'll see why I like Wyoming for a trust. They'll tell you the type of trust you're supposed to have, the type of business you're supposed to have. So, like for example, if you're into real estate, you want this building. An LLC will buy the building. A management company will manage the building, right? Maintenance company will manage that. Rolls up into a trust. See how that all works. Then you rent office space to your businesses. You see how that works. And each building is basically its own business. It all rolls up into a trust, one master trust, and everything breaks out after that master trust. And then with all that rolling up into this trust, when that person drops dead, it rolls into trusts. See how that works. Go look up how the Rockefellers did it. Go look up how the Rockefellers did it. It's cascading trust. It's insane. It's absolutely insane. You're on page 20. Nice! Good, bad, indifferent. How is it so far for you? I wish, I keep saying I'm going to put a copy of the book on my desk. When somebody says something, I have the book right there. And it's sitting right there. I can get up and go get it. I'm not going to have you guys looking at an empty chair. That's rude. Oh. I'm lost. I don't mind. Yeah, I do not mind paying taxes, man. I do not mind paying taxes. So many people bitch about paying taxes. I'm just like, if I'm paying taxes, I made money. As a dad, I'm paying taxes. I was able to put food on the table. It's kind of how I look at it. It's kind of how I look at it. Family is okay. Told you, I don't live for my first name. I live for my last name. I don't matter. They matter. They matter. Nothing about me matters. They matter. Right? So that's honestly how I look at it. Nah, I have a really good CPA. like a stupidly good CPA. And then we go off and I'm the one that forces her to actually go do research on crypto and stuff like that. And she's really, really good. She keeps herself educated. Been using her for literally decades. And because, I've heard other people talk about, their CPA, blah, 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 little old man sitting in a corner. And I'm like, what do they know about crypto? And they scratch their head. And I'm like, yep, nope. I'll keep my person. I will keep my person. GMB 2025, a 2025 GMB convention in Cancun is tax deductible. I have to say, that is not a bad idea. My son went to Cancun this year. My kids travel more than I do. My kids have been to Spain, Switzerland, Germany, Italy, Cancun, Jamaica, Puerto Rico. They travel way more than me. I've been to South Africa, Canada. Really? Yeah. South Africa, yeah. Canada? It's Canada. It's like going to another state. It's like, okay. I mean, yes, respectfully, it's a different country, different culture, that kind of thing, but it's so close. It's right there. It's near shore. That to me is not traveling. Just saying. I can't say no to that. Like, I have no reason to say no other than it would have to be a timing thing. It would have to be a timing thing. Like how we would put that together. So it's already September now. I would need to start planning that for next year. And then I'd have to figure out, well, who's going to come, and how do I pay for it all? Because you need a space. You need, there's stuff that you have to do. So how would you do that? Just saying. There's a lot more planning that goes into putting something together like that. Because a lot of people say, oh, yeah, I'll sign up for that. I'd sign up for that. And then you go and you create it and nobody signs up. Got to be prepared for that. So, yeah. I think about that. Anyway, everybody, it's been great. Thank you so much for spending your time with me. I hope I was able to give you some news that matters. Tonight we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, we got a few articles up. More than a few articles up. Yeah, you get the arbitrage for sure. But no, it's like, how do I pay for the expo? I need to be able to sell tickets to the expo to cover all the expenses and all that stuff. So, like I said, a lot of people say, oh yeah, if you pull it together, I'll buy it. And then they don't buy. Or they buy and then they want to return because they can't make it now. And it's kind of like, that's not how that works. It takes a lot to pull one of those together. We used to do it for a guy who had a contract with Hasbro. And there's a lot of work that people don't see that goes into pulling those conventions together. A ton. Anyway, everybody, thank you so much for your conversation. Thank you so much for spending your time with me. I hope I was able to share things that you're able to use. If you like what I'm doing, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget, members come with benefits, and members are having benefits. So you should sign up. Anyway, everybody, have a great night. All right? Talk to you later. Bye-bye.